Gotten it totally fixed up yet. Hang on 1 second. Let me get you set up here. Alright, we're gonna lag for break. We're going to do rack your own. We're going to do the 8-ball set first, and then we'll move on to 9-ball. So I better do good here in 8-ball because I'm better against him in 8-ball, and he's better against me in 9-ball. So I better do good here. Next event, I'll be playing a ladies team at the Super Expo Billiard event in Philadelphia. So I will go live for that if I'm able to. That is in April. The Tuesday and Wednesday right after Easter, whatever those dates are.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. I wasn't supposed to scratch like that.
8-ball feed, you have 5 minutes until sudden death. 8-ball feed, you have 5 minutes until sudden death. left.
These tables here play a whole lot slower than the Predator tables out in Vegas. These are valleys. I gave away that first one. Shoot him.
There you go. Don't know why that works.
I don't know why that works either. is in Maryland, United States. This is at the new green room. If you've ever heard of Charlie's Pro Shop, that's where that is. We came down here I just bought a new bull carbon stick while we were out in Vegas. And so I brought it here so that you could change the wrap to a linen wrap, which is my preference. This is my bull carbon shaft. I just got a Kamui Super Soft Clear put on there, which is my tip of choice. So I'm just using it on my Lucasi butt while I'm waiting for him to replace that wrap on there for me. So I'm not totally familiar with Winchester, Virginia, like where that is within Virginia, but I would say it's probably at least an hour from the Virginia line. There's a lot of pool tables here though. So let's see, there's 9 pool tables on this side of the room. I just went over to the other side of the room. Looks like there's about 19, maybe 20 tables here. I would say 19. This is where Maryland APA holds all their big tournaments to go to Vegas. So I just GPS mapped it. It is 2 hours and 24 minutes away from Cape Bridge, West Virginia. We're over on the east side of Maryland. Well, not eastern Maryland, though. Not over on the other side of the water. Oh, I was GPS. We are 1-1. Sorry, I would it. Thank you. We just signed up for another doubles tournament next month. I think it's March 15th. It's a 996 cap, and we just each went down 1 point in our Fargo, so we're able to sign up. We're at 995 total now. I don't know if I'll be able to record it that one, but if I can, I will. It's a Joe Norton tournament, if anybody's familiar with his tournaments. He runs them in this area. We're using a template. Sometimes it's hard to get the balls to stick together, because when balls are at a place like this, sometimes they tend to get mixed up, and then they're not all exactly the same size, and then they don't stick together very well, so you end up with a bunch of gaps. So with using the template rack, it keeps them all tight. We use a magic rack. It keeps all the balls tight together. not a lot of places let you use the template racks because they can give you a very consistent break, so then people can start to manipulate that. Especially if you're doing rack your own, or like the 8 or the 9 counts on the break as a win. They're definitely getting more popular, though. More and more people are using them now. Yeah, I break. Right. Like that 7 ball anyway. I think I just made it worse. It's a mess. Look at that mess down there. We're playing call pocket. We're playing by BCA rules, so that did not count. Defense made. And that's why I'm saying, say, safe swing games. That's definitely what just happened there. Again. Is that 3-1 now? All right, it's up 3-1 on me. Let's start running racks. So our last rack 8-ball, and then we're gonna switch to 9-ball. Yeah, we were supposed to switch to 9-ball in this rack. Because he won 3, but I haven't won. So we were already at 4 racks of 8-ball. Well, he's getting to his next shot. Like I was going to show you, this is the magic rack here. So it's just a little teeny tiny thin piece of plastic with holes in there. And the balls sit in the grooves. That's how it keeps them tight. Is that defense? I'm struggling to focus here. Tilt it down a little more, maybe that'll help with the focus. I need it to take for
There you go. Are we on the 9-ball?
Yep, now we're going to switch to 9-ball.
Sure break. Whoops.
Where's the tray you got them all in? You got them, you didn't get them on the
I didn't have it. They're already at the table.
Snaps count? They do, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it might be CA rules, so yeah. So in 9-ball, you're allowed to do a push, which is where you don't have to get a good hit. Now, not in APA. They don't allow that in APA. But in other leagues, TEP and GCA, at least USAPL, I believe, so you can just push the cue ball to wherever you want it to be. They have the option to keep it or they can give it back. He's giving it back. When you push, you want to try to make it tempting enough for them to take it, but not good enough that they can make it easily. Most of the time they defense you. And you go in a little safe war like what we're doing right now. Got a little harder, I would have got another hide, but safe battle's over now. If you ever watch the pros, you'll see that's how they start every rack if they don't have an easy run out. Land in a very tiny window. If you ever cut that 6 in, and I hit the window, but I didn't make a ball. As I like to say, part A with part B without part A doesn't get you anywhere. Nice, gotta get in there again. Oh, he didn't get it. That's pretty tough. Looking at a defense, I think he's trying to point it where he wants to put the cue ball at. He didn't hit it hard enough for these tables, though. Is that where you wanted the ball, the cue ball? Is that where you wanted the cue ball?
Certainly not. See, I'm going short, you're going long. I'm still trying to figure the table out.
Combo. Let's see if he gets it. Oh. How did I get it? Tie us up 3-3 if I make this out. We're using coins around the diamonds to keep track of our wins. His coin's on the right side, mine's on the left side. We've moved around. We both moved around 3 diamonds, so we are 3-3. It's a race to 5 unless we tie 4-4. Then we will we'll do a shootout like the pros do, which is where you put the ball on the foot spot and the cue ball, the head string, or behind the head string, and you just keep shooting spot shots until someone misses. Whoever misses loses. thought that 4-ball was in. Hung up right there in the pocket. If he gets us out here, then the next track decides whether he wins or we go to a shootout. All right.
Your break?
Today? Sorry, on the camera. Then. That was not the safety I was going for. That 2-ball is really ugly. There's no way I could make it in the side pocket and get to the 2. It's too much of the 1-ball. I was trying to leave the 1-ball behind the 6-7 and let the 2-ball up there. Carry him this off the 7 to get it into the side. I don't think he's got room to cut it. There's the defense. There's the defense. That ball in here with that good defense. If he gets out, he gets the win. Curtis, you won the race. You won the race. You got the 5. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, do you want to keep this going? Alright. We're just going to keep this going. We're just going to keep shooting the pool. And, but he did win that race. So he won. He got 5. I was at 3. So, which makes sense. He's a better player than I am. So he should have beat me anyway. We're just going to keep going. We just practice playing. It looks like we're going back to 8-ball. Trying to dial in our new equipment. Curtis got the forward weighted carbon blade. Curtis, what's your stick called? Black carbon blade? What is it called? What's your stick called? What is your stick called? Black blade carbon. I went a little dyslexic on it. It's a black blade carbon. It's a forward weighted cue. So the weight is in the shaft, not the butt. So it's like the shaft is like, I don't know, 10, 11 ounces. And then the butt's like 9 ounces, something like that. I'll have to ask him. What are the weights on it?
Huh?
What are the weights?
The butt's 11 ounces, the shaft's 8 ounces.
I was totally close. I said it backwards. It's also a much longer cue. So, as you can see, mine is a standard, and then this is his cue. So you can see it's longer.
I didn't make that one.
Oh. Playing by USAPL rules, so we play 8-ball in on one of our teams, so we're used to those rules, which is the same as BCA rules. It's all under CSI Sports. That's what we just went out to Vegas for, was the BCA USAPL World Championship events. There's also the Predator Pro Series, which was awesome, getting to watch all the pros play out there. They only do that event once a year, so if you want to see a bunch of pros play, I would definitely recommend going out there. You can just go out there and watch for free. You don't have to be a member or anything. It's in Vegas in February. I imagine they're going to be holding it at the Westgate again next year. If you watch one of my videos I just did, it's the one that says he needs 5, I need 2. It's if you go under the live tab, you'll see that. And Shane Van Boning was actually in my audience watching us shoot. Asked him for a timeout, but he said no, but it's alright. It's understandable. But I was still hoping. Trying to just land it right in the corner, and it caught in that rail groove and straightened out the curve that was on, the angle, right into that corner pocket.
I don't know. I feel it's not a good set.
Alright, so we're gonna run a new set. So who's up 1-0? That would have worked if that my other ball didn't come back and hit it. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. So our Fargo rates, if anyone's wondering, I am a 455. Just went down 1 point. Well, I went down, I was a 459 while we were in Vegas, but a couple of those losses, I guess, brought me down. So I'm a 455, and he is a 540. There's a lady that I played in one of my matches. We saw her on the 9-ball U.S. Open at Griff's out in Vegas playing against Shane Van Boning. I believe that was yesterday. I saw her there. And she turns out she was like a 560 something. At the end of our live stream, I'll take a quick tour around the pool hall so you can see the rest of the room in here. It's very nice on this side. There's 9 tables on this side, and then the rest of the tables are over on the other side. Hoping that would come back and get in the way. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a present.
Last call for the kitchen, last call for the kitchen.
Alright, 1-1. I ended up on the wrong side of my last ball there, so I had to do a little extra right-hand English to get that spin to reverse and go back to the other side. So we're doing alternate break. We're running a second set of our original race. He won the first set. And now we are 1-1 in these 4 racks of 8 ball for our second set. places for it to land in. And they're right in line, so that's another combo. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. Is up 2-1.
I thought I overjuiced it on that.
Yeah.
really good try. That was a really good try.
Oh, defense me. Keep hearing that bell ringing. It's the tip bell ringing. People are tipping good, apparently. A whole crowd of people all tabbing out up there. No! What did you do that for? Alright, well, I won that rack. It is now 2-2. Hey, wait, that means that was the fourth rack. It was 2-2. Alright, 2-2 means we just finished the 8-ball set. We're going to switch to 9-ball now.
I made that ball though, right?
You did
one on
make the
back
ball.
up? Okay.
Yeah, you made it.
That's all I care.
Alright, that's a good break. Swerve around that 5-ball to hit it. Hoping it would land worse for him. But set him up pretty good. It's going to get a good bump on that 5. Oh, or is he going to get stuck? Neither. He can still see it. Apparently, he can't see it comfortably. There you go. He got it. He played that nicely. He got good shape. Back to the 7 is the hardest thing of the set. He didn't get up quite far enough. He's probably going to have to go 3 rails to get back to the 8. Oh, decided to take the long shot. Well, risky hitting it that way because he could have ended up behind the 9. But that's why he's a better player than I am. He made it. All right, he is up 3-2.
Yeah, he had to match that. I don't like that too much.
Leave that one back finally. That was all I could see was try to cross bank it like that. Touch the 5? No? soft back cut on that shot. Hey, after that last track, it was 3-2, right? So now it's 4-2? It was already 3-2, now it's 4-2, right? That was our second round. Alright, so he is up 4-2 in this second set. He already won the first set 5-3. So now we're playing the second set. And he is up 4-2. So I got some work to do. We need to win at least 2 before he wins 1. Defense. Nice. That did not work. Give him a present. Oh, if you're wondering why we're wearing wristbands here, it's $15 per person until they close to shoot pool as much as you want. I don't know if they run that deal every day, but every time we come here, that seems to be the deal. It's not looking so good. Looks like he may win the second set here too. 5-2, that's pretty bad. But it's expected considering he's a lot higher than I am. We should probably do a handicap race instead of straight up. That would make more sense. Alright, that was it. He won the second set too. Good job. Way to be a winner.
Just kidding.
Alright, I'm going to end the stream here. Oh, actually, I said before I ended the stream, I was going to walk around and give him a little tour of the building first. Alright, so hang on. So this is the new green room, billiards, in Essex, Maryland. So we're at the back of the room back here. So you can see, we got all these tables up here. This is 9 tables. We have these wood table in the middle. And these tables are really cool because when there's a bunch of people here, they have holes in the middle for everybody to put their sticks, their cases, whatever you want to put there. And then there's taller seating in the back. And then even higher seating up here at the bar. Where they were all... So we can get the lights to go away. Nope. So there's the bar up here. And then we go to this other side of the room. You can see we have all these tables over here. And then this whole section over here, they have tables for scorekeepers and a coach. And then there's bleachers for everybody to watch. Same thing over here. Bleachers, tables for a scorekeeper and a coach. And then we have tables in here. Now when they run matches for like high-level tournaments, players have to sit here in the middle, away from their team. And then the refs also sit in here. We have another section of 4 more tables here. Same thing. And then we have up on the high rise up here, you have 4 more tables. Now they don't normally run high-level matches on those. They just have them up there. So there you go. So that was the green room. So if you're over in the area, just definitely stop by. Oh, and then this is also where Charlie's Pro Shop is. So I'll show you that. This right up here is closed now. It's pretty late. This is where Charlie's Pro Shop is. Sorry. Thank you. So you can't see anything in here right now, but you can see where that part comes out on the left there. That is where Charlie sits and does his work. There's Charlie right there, actually. So you can see back in there. There we go. So back in there is his workshop all the way in the back. So my queue is getting its wrap. So, alright guys, thanks for there's a tour of the green room. There you go, the new green room. It's the new green room. I'm guessing that means at some point there was an old green room. Oh, and then there's a snack bar area over here too. Jukebox. And then you also have a snack bar up here where you can get food and drinks, and they will give you a little buzzer and you come up and get your food when you're ready. So, but that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our set. He won both. Makes sense. He's better than I am, but that's okay. Gives me motivation to keep working harder. So, alright, thanks for watching. We're gonna end the stream. You guys have a great night. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye!